So people have been asking me, what is it that got me started in all of this? Why did I want to get into working out and be a personal trainer, and what got me started on this career? There was a time in my life where I had gained some weight, and I was living in Seattle at the time, and I had sent some pictures home to my family, and the first thing that they said to me is, "Hey, looks like you've put on some weight." To me, I've always kind of been active. I've always liked working out, but to me, that was the first time that anyone had ever told me that I looked like, probably should lose some weight. Anyways, I decided to start working out. And at the time, I really didn't know anything about nutrition. I really was my weak area, and I had to just kind of read. I was just like probably a lot of people who got started in the fitness industry. They got the Muscle and Fitness and all these magazines, and at the time YouTube really wasn't big, so you didn't have that as a source. You just had to get the old school stuff, study, hit the books. So that's what I did. I read and I talked to people, and I was able to lose some weight, and some people were asking me what I did and to help them. And so I decided that I would write them some programs and just tell them what I was doing. Obviously now I look back at it and I'm like, I have no idea how I came up with that. Anyways, so I wrote them a program, and they saw changes in their body. They were really happy with it. They were like, "Hey, look at this muscle. I got this muscle right here." And they're just really pleased with the results that they got. It was at that point when I was kind of like, man, I enjoy this. This is good. That's fun for me. And then I just kind of said, I want to be a personal trainer, not really knowing anything about the industry and what it would take. So anyways, I got started on that, and that's kind of what happened, and it kind of just built from there. And that was about 7 years ago, and to me that's crazy. 7 years ago I was, it's crazy. You ever look back at your life and you're kind of like, man, I can't believe how far I've come, or I can't believe how much I've changed and how much my life has changed. It's always crazy to me. So anyways, when I first told people that I wanted to be a personal trainer, the feedback wasn't always the best. A lot of people kind of questioned what I was doing and why I wanted to do that. Most people just kind of looked at it like, hey, it will be a job, it'll be a job that you can kind of do. So everyone really just questioned whether I could make a living out of it. And everyone just wanted me to kind of do, actually, I don't know what they had in mind for me. I don't really know what people really expected me to do. But they always wanted me to go to college, get a real job, whatever a real job is these days, and they wanted me to do the typical thing that you hear most people do. And a lot of it was that they just were looking out for me. So I know that everyone meant well for me, so it's not like I have these harsh feelings towards anyone. Like, I know that they all meant well. Anyways, I went into this little small private gym, and I was just looking around, and this really didn't look like a gym. I just saw a billboard on the side of the road that said $55 a month for a personal trainer. And I just wanted information on what I needed to do, because I really had no idea like what certifications and what not to do, and how I was ever going to make it to be a personal trainer. So this owner says, well, hey, my son, he runs this gym, and so I'm going to have him give you a call. I'm pretty sure we're in need of a male trainer. I said, whoa, I was just looking for some information on how to become a trainer. Anyways, about an hour later, I get this phone call saying that they wanted to hire me as a personal trainer. From there, I just kind of had to work on myself too. I had to look the part, and I really still didn't look that part. I would see those guys in those magazines and those books, and they would be ripped, have the six-pack and whatnot, and it just wasn't me. I just wasn't there. I didn't, I've always been a little bit stronger, but from the standpoint of look-wise, I wasn't there, and I didn't know what I was doing as far as nutrition. Everyone would always ask me about nutrition, and I really didn't have an answer for them, and it kind of discouraged me. So, once I realized that I needed to step up my game, I would say, I saw this ad to become a fitness consultant. And, really when I looked at it, I didn't feel like I met the criteria very well. I was just wanting to give it a shot. So I applied for the job, and I ended up getting it. And when I was there, they taught me a lot about nutrition. Honestly, I credit that job to everything I know about nutrition, and a lot of the research that we were able to do, and the studies that we were able to do, and the things that I was able to learn about my own body was amazing. And I still carry it today, and it changed my life to be able to do that kind of job. So I did that, and I kind of had a little falling out with fitness. I actually had to step away from fitness for about a year or two, about a year and a half, I would say. And I had to kind of find myself again, and I took all these random jobs. I was out doing what we call here summer sales and knocking on the doors. I was selling insurance. That I promise to anyone that can do that stuff. I have no idea I had no idea what I was doing about selling insurance. But I was licensed, so anyways, doing that, I really had to find myself, and I really realized, you know what? I love fitness. I love, personal training. That's been my passion, and I always wanted to make it my career. But I realized, I wasn't humble. I lost sight of what I needed to do and who I needed to learn from and be able to be taught and get the right knowledge and just kind of rebuild myself. So that's when, about a year and a half ago, I decided to open Zoned In Fitness, which is what I do now. And honestly, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I've been able to look at myself really hard and be really honest about my life. And, what does this all have to do with everything? How do you apply my story to you? It's just that. Honestly, to get any kind of results, you have to be honest with yourself. And you have to be real. If being fit or, losing a certain amount of weight is your goal, then you got to be honest with yourself. What are you going to do to do it? And are you really doing all that you can to get there? Biggest thing is, don't let people tell you what you can or cannot be. You make that choice, and then you get to become it. That's the greatest thing about achieving a goal, is that you did it. You achieved your goal. You became that new person, and you get to celebrate that. And then you set your new goal. That's really my fitness story, is I saw what I didn't like in my life, and I wanted to change. And I made that choice. I changed because I wanted to. I blocked out all the negative criticism that people gave me on what they felt like I could be or couldn't be. And I became what I wanted to be. Tell me what you want to see. Let me make videos about what's going to help you and what you want to see. There's so many workout videos on YouTube now. It's just, I want to make sure that we're putting on content that's going to be beneficial to you. And if it's just these little motivational talks that you want to hear me do, hey, I got a bag full of them. We can do those all day. So just let me know what you want to know, what you want to hear, what you want to know, anything. Comment below, like, subscribe, and let your friends know about it, and let's get the word out, okay? Guys, the website is so close to being done. It's so amazing. It's awesome. I love the direction that the company's going in, and to be able to have something to help all of you with is just going to be amazing. So just hang in there, maybe a couple more weeks, and I'll be able to blast that out to all of you and show you. It's going to be awesome. So, hey, stay fit, be happy, be positive, be motivated, and let's just get it done. And just, you guys are amazing. I'll see you later.